Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Cnote's Corner, very first edition of Cnote's Corner actually. I'm your host, Big Cnote. Today we're going to be going through some UOC stuff. It's pretty much all we're going to talk about actually, is the UOC. Those of you who don't know, the UOC is an online fighting league with some of the best fighters in the world. Xbox is the platform, and we throw down. That's what I'm talking about. We're throwing down over there, man. Alright, first off, I'm going to start by saying that this show in no way, shape, or form is run by the league. This is my show. All these opinions are my opinions. They don't reflect the league in any way. Alright, so we'll get that out of the way. The other thing is I tend to swear a little bit, so if the word fuck offends you, you might want to turn that off right now. Alright, so the show, we like I said, we're going to cover online fighting, and mostly the Premier League. UOC is the Premier League on the internet right now. If you want to fight online, this is a spot to be, man. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to do a stock league recap. We're going to talk about the tournament that's going on. We're going to talk about some of the main card fights that are not in the tournament, but still really good fights that you're going to want to watch for. I got an exclusive interview with the UOC president, Vanilla Gorilla. It's a great interview. Lots of good stuff in there. We did it via personal message on the site, so we'll have to I'll have to read it off to you guys, but it's not a big deal. We'll do some more Skype and phone call messages or interviews, I should say, in the future once we see how this kicks off. So yeah, the interview was really good. That'll be fun to watch or listen to. The K1 tourney, K1 Strike Force League. I'm a big stand-up guy. I like creative fighters. That's my league right there. I'm trying to win that thing. I'll tell you right now. Gonna do a tournament recap. Tell you what's going on, what's gonna happen. Right up to Monday. Yeah. So we're going to check all that out. We've also got, I'm going to give you a top 5. As you see, we'll also have a top 5 for the stock league. Alright, so we'll just get right into it here. Stock league. Those of you who don't know, it's stock fighters. You pick a fighter, entered in the tournament or whatever. Just you pick a fighter and you fight. Personally, I picked Mike Tyson. Not probably the smartest choice out there, but what can you do? I just pick who's out there, man. And I don't know. Mike's a good guy. Give him a second chance here. All right. So tournament recap. Previous round, we had T-Boned from OKA, Online Kickboxing Academy. That's a squad. Yep. OKA. We got T-Boned. He defeated Drivers. I don't know how accurate that is. It says first round TKO, so that's what I went with. I know T-Boned, he's a good fighter. He's got some good Ultimate Team fighters, so not really surprised there. It seemed like the stock league was a little. It seemed like the fight card was a little mixed up. So if I get any of this wrong, please bear with me. I'll make sure that I get better information in the future. Alright, it says Hillard as Anthony Rumble Johnson defeated B. Rizzle as Gustafson, I'm assuming, and J. Red, who's Anthony Pettis, defeated RDA, who's Kevin Ramsdell. They got him listed as Randleman, but I'm pretty sure that's not real. Looked like pretty good fight. Yeah, these guys will be moving on. One was a decision. Looks like the Johnson Gustafson fight went to a decision, where the RDA Pettis fight was finished in the 4th round by a TKO. So, like to see guys finishing fights, man. It makes for a little more exciting cards going on here. Then also on that card we had Eddie Stone, who was fighting as John Jones, defeat Coach Win, who was Daniel Cormier by second round TKO. I don't know. John Jones is stacked. Just leave it at that. That's how I feel. I hate John Jones in that game so much. As far as predictions and whatever go, like, I don't know. It's hard to see. Like, Eddie's 2-0, J-Red's 2-0, right? That's Jones versus Pettis. I don't know how they're gonna do that. Is John Jones gonna cut 40 pounds? Like, probably not. So I don't know. That doesn't seem right to me. But the RDA Cerrone fight, Ramsdale and T-Bone for the next round here. T-Bone's 3-0, man. As far as I'm concerned, he's the best. He's probably one of the best fighters we got in any league right now. Dude's running through people, man. Smashing dudes, finishing fights. You know, that's what you're looking for, man. Quick fights too. He's smashing guys, man. You go over to K1, he's tuning dudes in, man. So that I'm looking forward to. Looks like Ramsdale's coming off a loss. I'm not sure. There must have been some pullouts there. We've had some issues with the league, right? So with the site going on and stuff. So I'm sure they're hashing it out and gonna get it figured out. But look forward to those fights in the tournament. As far as I got T-boned winning that thing, man. Like, hands down. I don't see anybody really standing up to this dude right now. MMA thing, yeah. Like, I know it's an MMA fight. The K1 though, man, dude's a beast. So the main event on that card too is Nate Diaz, who's fought by Captain Bottle, and Eddie Alvarez, who's just listed as Fox here. Captain Bottle's 2-1, Fox is 1-0. Captain Bottle seems to be doing his thing over there in the MMA side. He didn't do so well on K1. We'll get to that later. I don't know. We'll see. It's hard to make predictions right now. Oh, excuse me. It's hard to make predictions based on these just how young everything is right now. So I guess we'll see how time progresses. I'll be able to make more of an accurate prediction too. And guys, I can't stress enough, man. Like, post clips of your fights. Like, we want to see your fights. You know what I mean? If you can record the whole fight or give us clips, man. Like, we want to see them. I'll try and get them on here. Like, we'll get them out there, man. Like, I want to see those fights. What else we got here? We got some fights to watch. They got the co-main eventer, as I like to call it, the spotlight fight, because just kind of some up-and-comer guys. We got Wade versus Dan Ryder. Wade's using Glover Teixeira. Glover's a monster. Does his thing. And Ryder's using Weidman. Weidman's a beast too, so that should be a good fight. See how that works out. Actually, speaking of Wade, he's got another fight against me. So that'll be a really good fight. I'm hoping that stays standing for obvious reasons. So it's Mike Tyson versus Glover Teixeira. Yeah, that'll be a barn burner. I'll tell you right now. That's going to be a good fight. Another one to watch is Tatanka. These are two guys. This fight here is, usually you talk about fighters that are undefeated. Well, these are fighters that haven't won shit yet. I got Tatanka at 0-2 as Machida versus Sir Dot as Rampage, 0-2-0. Someone's always got to go. Someone's got to win this fucking fight, right? So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, someone's got to win that fight, man. And Tatanka had some high praise coming in too, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. So now we'll get to that interview. I had that interview with Vanilla Gorilla. I'm just gonna jump right into it here. I asked him around 10 questions. I'm gonna read out the question and then his answer, and then I'm gonna touch on some of them. I'm not going to read out all the questions here. Some of them are a little repetitive, but I just wanted to get as much information as I could. The first question I asked him was, the site was down for a good chunk of time. Would you be able to shed some light on the situation? He said it was an issue with our V bulletin being obsolete. took a couple of weeks for them to handle the situation, and we still haven't gotten all of our resources back, but we're working on it. And that's things that happen. I'm not a big computer guy per se, so like I don't really know the whole thing behind that, but yeah, it's good to know that they're working on it anyway. I also asked him what's the state of the UOC as a whole right now, like how's the league doing. He said the UOC is going through a rough patch of late. Before the site went down, we were building momentum, but that seemed to kill it a bit. We're working on getting people in here to turn it around. And he said that I have several things planned, including cash fights and tourneys to bring people in. So incentives will be there. Cash fights. That's the fuck I'm talking about. Let's pay us to fight. You know what I mean? So I'm all for that shit, man. If you're gonna put your hard-earned money into this league, like, this is what I'm saying. This is why this is one of the best leagues, if not the best league in the world right now. Is that these guys are willing to shell out their own cash or go out and do something to give us incentive to fight. You know what I mean? And it's on us to come in there and fight and fucking do what we're supposed to do. Like, you made a commitment, keep that commitment. You know what I mean? So, I asked him too. I was like, the Stock Fighter League seems to be the most popular league in the UOC. Why do you think that is? Well, the Stock League is weekly, where the CAF League is bi-weekly. So obviously the Stock League will be a little bit more active. And he goes on to say that he's a created fighter guy himself, though. Stock Fighter. I'm not a big fan of Stock Fighter. I'd rather get in the created leagues, but it is what it is. Guys like stock fighters, like being able to pick John Jones or whoever you want and do that thing. So that's cool. I asked him too because I'm a KF or a CAF guy and a K1 guy. I was wondering, are there any planned fights for K1 or CAF champions to fight stock fighters in a super fight? And his response was great, I thought. He's like, I don't think the stats would accommodate a fight like that. K1 fighters only have stand-up skills, so stock fighters would pretty much murder him. Having the first death in the virtual cage isn't what we're looking for. And that's a great answer, man. That's just funny shit, you know what I mean? Like, he's a good guy. Nobody's looking for that anyway. I don't know. I kind of would. It'd be fucking sweet to see someone fucking croak in there, but so I went on to ask him as well, what kind of things do you have planned for the Stock League? Like he reiterated the cash fights, prizes, cash tourneys. He's got a lot of other ideas. He goes on to say that if I'm anything, an idea machine. I am, if anything, an idea machine. So he'll think of something, is what he said. So, and yeah, he's coming up with a lot of stuff. So, went on to ask him his top 5 pound for pound fighters in the Stock League right now, and he gave me T-Boned at number 1. Which is not really a surprise at all. Eddie Stone, who's also undefeated at 2-0. Number 3, we got J-Red. J-Red's doing his thing. Drivers is doing his thing at number 4. And he's got Captain Bottle ranked number 5. I wouldn't necessarily agree with maybe the bottom 2, but that's his thing. I went and asked him, I said, the interest for the UOC seems to be dropping. What is the league going to do to help change this? I said, and his answer was, I said before, there would be several cash fights and incentives. We're also going to rely on word of mouth. So if you guys like the league, tell someone. There's also the incentive plan. If you get 3 fighters in and they fight 3 fights, I believe, they get $25 Amazon card. And there's no limit to that, so you can just hammer those out, man. Like, if you know guys or like you fight dudes online, just tell them, man. I also asked him how we as fighters and as fans of this can help promote, and that's exactly what he said. Promote the site. Do whatever you got to do, but promote was his big thing. So yeah, it was a good interview. It was nice to talk to him. So it's good to know that the communication lines are there, and you guys, it's not just me. Like, I just decided to do this weekend, so I hit him up, told him what was up, and he was all for it, man. You know what I mean? Like, he hit me up. We had a good conversation, probably 5, 6, 7 messages over the last 24 hours. So, you know, he's there, and he'll get back at you, man. So if you got problems, let him know. So yeah, that was the interview. That was lots of fun. What else we got here? Oh, K1. Yeah. Alright, this is my league. Love this league. Great league. Love the stand-up aspect. Think it's fucking brilliant. There's a lot to be said with somebody who is smart enough to do a stand-up league. I'm not saying that fucking guys who do the MMA leagues aren't smart or whatever, right? I'm just saying, you take that aspect out of it, you take the grappling aspect out of it, and a lot of guys don't. Certain guys don't learn ground game that well, right? They have a problem with the animations. They have a problem with whatever. This way, 90% of people who pick up this game can stand and bang within a certain amount of time. It's getting your combinations down, and it's putting in feints. It's putting in just things like that. You know what I mean? That will make you a better fighter when you come to your MMA fights. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're in K1, it makes you a better fighter. Just my opinion. Okay, so that's my little K1 spiel. Recap on the K1 tournament. It's been fucking bananas, man. Lots of knockouts. Lots of crazy shit going on. I got a couple videos if you haven't checked it out. Check me out on YouTube. Just type in Cody Yeary. Find Yeary. If you find, you'll find the one. They got UFC 2 shit. There's only a couple. There's been some crazy shit going on. That fight that I had was nuts. Oh, I actually didn't get that video up. I'll try and get that video up as soon as I can. We're doing fucking spinning helicopter shit. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. Fucking EA needs to step their shit up when it comes to certain things. So first round we got Nutman defeated B Rizzle by first round KO. Rizzle's good, so for Nutman to go in there and smash him like that's pretty impressive. I fought Captain Bottle. He rage quit in the second round. This is what I was talking about earlier. I don't know, man. He said I was spamming body shots. I don't fucking spam body shots. Alright, like, if anything, if you're gonna stand there and block your head all fucking day, I'm gonna light you up in the ribs. It is what it is, man. I'm not stupid. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and hit you in the fucking arms. So I'm not gonna dwell on that too much. But got him in the second round there. Kevin Ramsdell or Ram, whatever your name is. Sorry, buddy. He defeated Silk by unanimous decision. I didn't get a score on that one. T-Bone defeated Coach unanimous decision, 30-27. Drivers defeated Vanilla Gorilla. We didn't get a how that ended there. And Hillard advanced by beating Stretch through, I don't know, I'm assuming a no contest because Stretch didn't fucking show up. So yeah, those from what I saw from those fights, because I got a couple of those guys on my friends list on Xbox. Speaking of which, add me up on Xbox. Cnote, all one word, CNOTE space EVR. Add me up. I got them on Xbox, and I saw some of the fights, and pretty good. Some good swinging going on in there. So the round 2, a lot of the fights didn't get completed, I'm assuming. So we ended up, the league ended up doing a six-man second round, right? So I don't know. We'll get into that in a minute. You got C-Note versus Nutman. Both guys finished. Me and Nut both finished our fights in the first round, or in the first round of the tournament, not in the first round of their fights. Mine was second. Both finished our fights. Yeah, if Bottle would have stuck around, I would have fucking smashed him anyway. So, Ramsdell, it's fighting Drivers. Both fighters had a tough fight in the last round. That should be a really good one to watch. T-Bone and Hillard. Again, like I said, T-Bone's a fucking monster, man. Some fights to watch in that. We got Vato fighting Freddy F&P. Freddy's a pretty good guy too, man. I haven't heard much of Vato. Should be a good fucking fight though. And then Coach versus Hatched Orphan. Really, this was based on Hatched Orphan's gamertag. Just thought I'd want to say Hatched Orphan as many times as I could on the internet. So for the third round, like I was saying, because there's only 6 guys, I don't know how the format's going to be for the third round. From what I can tell, there was talks anyway in the forums of either a double elimination third round, or possibly a bye situation, some sort of bye, or there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can do there's those two. You can do a round robin fight tournament where everybody fights each other, based on point systems, like a finish is worth 3 points, a decision wins worth 2 points, decision loss is worth 1, and then you work a point system out like that, and the top 2 fighters fight each other. Like, I don't know. That's pretty much all I can think of. The league, I don't know. Rizzo will figure it out, man. He's a smart guy. He's handling this good. Through all the adversity that both leagues are going through right now, it's nice to see them trying at least. You know what I mean? So, and speaking of which, I want to see that CAF league get going. I want to fight some more MMA fights, man. I lost my first one. I ain't fucking doing that shit again. So let's get those going. I want to see a card soon, boys. Yeah. So that's pretty much where we're at. Like, we need to. I feel like just lines of communication need to be open a little more, between fighters and admin, and so on. This is where I feel like the show's going to come in handy too here. We're going to do this once a week. I'm going to take fan questions or fighter questions. I'm going to do interviews with fighters. I'm going to do interviews with admin from all leagues. I'm going to do probably a top 5. Oh yeah, I didn't do my top 5. Shit. So, my opinion, the top 5 K1 fighters. We'll just do this real quick. The top 5 K1 fighters. I got T-Boned at number 1. I got, I would say Nutman at number 2, and then myself at 3. And then Hillard, yeah, and then Drivers. Those are my top 5. Alright, T-Boned, Nutman, Cnote, Hillard, Drivers. Boom. Alright, but that's going to be it for this week, guys. Thanks for listening. I know it went a little over schedule. I wanted to keep around 15-minute mark, but we had a lot of things to touch on here. So, thanks for listening. I really appreciate everything. Promote the league, guys. Promote, please. Tell everybody you know. You fight somebody in Ultimate Team, fucking tell them about the league. You fight somebody online, tell them about the fucking league, man. This is, I want to see this shit go, man. I want to see this league become, which it already is. Our champions. If you're a champion in this league, you're a fucking world champion. This is a world championship league. We're the only ones running this shit, man. There ain't nobody out here. Alright, we're doing our thing, man. UOC, Big Cnote. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Love you. Peace.